Breaking news. Biafra worldwide. Phone call and Twitter campaign. What does it signify? This one means that there is a phone line to call and also a Twitter account where you can do what? Where you can lay your complaint and campaign worldwide for the inhuman treatment that's been meted out to the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Okuchukwu Kanu. This one is coming from the spokesman of Biafra, spokesman of IPOB, Emma Powerful, bringing this one to the table. So my wonderful people, in case you never subscribe to my channel, please endeavor to do that as soon as possible. Make sure you turn on the notification button so that you will be notified each time I go live or post something new on this channel or another channel related to Okute Daily Talk. I don't land again like Land Rover. My name never change. It still remain Okute Daily Talk too, where we speak to the undiluted truth about the things of life, about Nigeria, about what is happening in Sudan and other Mpara, Africa, and also the world at large. So my people, I don't want to take much of your time, and I want to use the opportunity to say happy Sunday to you all, my fans, family members out there, my viewers and subscribers. I always pray for you people that the Almighty Chukwuka, the greater God, will bless us and bless the works of our hands on our daily basis. So today, we are going straight into the Biafra news as it ought to be, because many of my fans always complain to me. They said they don't need Nigerian news, what they need is Biafra news, and which I'm doing so. I'm doing my work. I'm not here to incite anybody or to criticize anybody. What I'm doing is what I am called to do, to bring the news to your doorstep. Because this my Obonga channel is where you can hear the truth and nothing but the truth. We don't compromise and we don't give a propagandous news. That's what the thing take be, my brother. Let us proceed with the other headlines. Please, as you are watching, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like any of my content, share and also comment. With that, be rest assured that sky is our limit. It don't happen again, no. Yakubu Gowon's organization gives reason for suspension of Abia prayer meeting. This one is from Abia State News. Why would you throw over 70-year-old woman out of the window? Seun Abisheun Kuti blast Obasanjo. This one is coming from Kalakuta Republic. Atiku Abubakar, he don't react to as Iwanyanwu emerges on Ohaneze Ndigbo President General. Now so they tell us they say Iwanyanwu now say now he's supposed to be President General. I be no be alright I don't know, but whichever way it is, my brother. Now so when I go take Yaramo, but we will come back to know who the cap fits. Festus Agbamu opens up on acquiring properties abroad with the public funds. Lagos state government to appeal court judgment banning MC Ulomo's park committee. This is where the center of corruption lies. And they keep on encouraging it because the government of the day is the one that is holds the power. So my good people, we are about to take off now. Please tighten your seatbelt and do what? And drop your popcorn or your Coca-Cola, because we are flying on a very high altitude this Sunday morning. Biafrans, we must tirelessly continue to demand justice for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafra race. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has refused to let us down, irrespective of all the pains and afflictions brought upon him for our sake. Let us all join hands in this Twitter and phone calls campaign as we keep pressuring the world for justice. Please be polite when you call and use the following prompts. Hello, my name is so and you continue with what you have to say. I am calling to inform you about the violation of international and local laws by Nigerian government. They continue the legal detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in solitary confinement despite the ruling of appeal court, Federal High Court, and the United Nations Working Group that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a British citizen, should be freed and compensated for gross violation of his fundamental human rights. The widespread conspiracy, propaganda, and lies being propagated against the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, who are victims as well as survivors of a genocide. Number 1, Nigerian government should obey their court order that discharged and acquitted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally of all allegations brought against him before the Nigerian Court of Appeal. Number 2, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's health has been deteriorating as he is under severe physical and mental torture in solitary confinement and denied proper medical attention. He needs urgent medical treatment. His deteriorating health in the DSS dungeon is believed to be as a result of him being poisoned by the Nigerian government. We urge the international community to speak up, protect the fundamental rights of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and of the Biafran people, and compel the Nigerian government to obey the judgment of the appeal court. Number 3, the right to self-determination is an internationally recognized right of indigenous people. We, the indigenous people of Biafra, are entitled to this right, and therefore all the international community to intervene and press the Nigerian government to put mechanism in place for the conduct of a referendum for the indigenous people of Biafra to determine their fate as a people. The number 4, from 1967 to 1970, the Nigerian government, in collaboration with the then British government of Harold Wilson, committed the worst modern time genocide on the continent of Africa, with the massacre of more than 5 million Biafran people, mostly women and children. Until date, the killing of the Biafran people has continued unabated while the world is silent and watching. Number 5, the terror-sponsoring government of Muhammadu Buhari have murdered over 30,000 unarmed innocent Biafran youths and IPOB protesters. The number 6, this Nigerian government has been lobbying the global community to designate IPOB, the victims and survivors of genocide, as terrorists, so that they, the Nigerian security forces, can embark on the elimination of a whole race. Imagine that. It cannot happen. Number 7, has the Institute for Economics and Peace become the latest propaganda arm of the Nigerian government to tarnish the good name of IPOB worldwide? This one is coming to your table from the IPOB only spokesperson, a spokesman, where them be a man powerful. Gowen's organization give reasons for suspension of Abia prayer meeting. Nigeria's praise on organizations. Nigeria Praise, an organization founded by a former head of state, Yakubu Gowon, has given reason for the suspension of a prayer rally meant to usher in the Abia State Governor-elect, Dr. Alex Oti, in the state. The coordinator of the Nigerian Praise in the state, Apostle Chuks Alozie, who addressed journalists on Saturday in Omaya, said the prayer rally slated to hold on Sunday at the Master's Vessel Church worldwide in the state capital was suspended because of the criticism that trailed the arrangement within and outside the state. Oti and the clerics from the state were expected to attend the prayer meeting. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, in the state had during the week warned Gowon not to hold the prayer and asked the former head of state to apologize to the people of Southeast for the role he played during the Nigerian 3-year civil war of 1967 to 1970. The Plateau-born former military officer was the head leader during the civil war, in which over 3 million people were killed in the country. Alozie, however, insisted that the former head of state and the Nigerian praise should not be dragged into politics. He said, "We will continue to pray and strive for the peace and unity of Nigeria, especially in Abia State." Oti and the Labour Party has declared the winner, declared the winner of the March 18 governorship election in Abia by the Independent National Electoral Commission. They call them independent even when they are not dependent. So what are we going to say? What are we going to do? These people have already do worst they can ever do. UK Parliament distanced self from MP who accused Gowon of looting CBN. Is that so? Why would you throw over 70-year-old woman out of window. Sheun Kuti blasts Obasanjo. Nigerian Afrobeat singer Sheun Kuti has said his grandmother Funmilayo Ransom Kuti was thrown out of the window during the invasion of Calcutta by over 1,000 soldiers. Nigerian report that the singer made this known during a recent interview, asserting that former head of state Olusegun Obasanjo, while serving as Nigerian military ruler between 1975 and 1979, was a stooge of the Central Intelligence Agency (CIA) and a loyalist of the then U.S. President Jimmy Carter. Sheun said the invasion of his late father, Fela's Calcutta abode on February 18 of 1977 by the Nigerian soldier was influenced by the United States, and the attack was targeted at his grandmother. According to him, his grandmother was attacked due to her socialist stance during the Cold War, adding she never recovered from the injuries sustained from the attack. He said, I believe also because 1977, this was in the height of the Cold War, and she was Africa's only surviving leading socialist at that time, with any kind of real political power and clout. So I think the attack was really 30% on Fela and 70% on her, because Olusegun Obasanjo was really a CIA stooge. He was really a Jimmy Carter's boy. You don't think where these people don't control the economy and the affairs of Nigeria from their own country, which is very, very bad. I think that woman, Funmilayo Ransom Kuti, was really the target, because why would you throw a 70-something-year-old woman out of the window, which is tantamount to inhuman treatment? How could she be resting that you need to throw a 70-something-year-old woman out of the window if you have not been told by some superiors that you have to do that? Okay, this one is a accusation or allegations is coming from Sheun Kuti, the son of a former Fela Anikulapo Kuti. Atiku don react to as Iwanyanwu emerges Ohaneze Ndi Igbo President General. The 2023 presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Atiku Abubakar, has congratulated Emmanuel Iwanyanwu on his emergence as the President General of Igbo Social Cultural Organization, Ohaneze Ndi Igbo. Recall that Iwanyanwu was elected as the President General of Ohaneze Ndi Igbo after the death of the former President General, George Obiozor, who died in December of 2022. In a statement on Saturday, Atiku described Iwanyanwu as a worthy Nigerian leader who belongs to the first-class grade of contemporary Nigerian statesmen. Atiku said Iwanyanwu's strong character and beautiful heart will combine to produce a successful tenure and transformational leadership in Igbo land. The former vice president, however, asked Iwanyanwu to use his office to strengthen national integration and Igbo unity. He said, I express the optimism that Iwanyanwu will make the desired impact, taking into consideration his political grit and sagacity, which aura and influence reverberates across the length and the breadth of Nigeria. Iwanyanwu's strong character and beautiful heart will combine to produce a successful tenure and transformational leadership in Igbo land. I wish him well as he serves and leads his people to a new heights. This one is coming from the camp of the PDP presidential candidate of 2023 election, Atiku Abubakar. Festus Agbamu opens up on acquiring properties abroad with public funds. The Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Festus Agbamu, has opened up on acquiring several properties abroad, saying he did not buy them with public funds. Then what is your work? Let us hear. Nigeria News report, and I quote, that this comes a few days after Festus Agbamu was dragged on social media when he appeared before a building worth over $300,000 in the United States of America. I trust my Nigerian people, but the issue I'm having with them is that they quick to forget. This one will just trend under 24 hours. Everybody have moving on. We forget about it, and another thing will come again to distract us. I mean, how can Nigerian youths have this kind of mental disorder? This mental non-retentive, below retentive memory. Everything that happens by the 24 hours, even if they kill millions of Nigerians in a day, the next day people move on with their lives. Why? While responding to critics in a post shared on Twitter, the spokesman of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Presidential Campaign Council, confirmed that the property belongs to him and he acquired it with money made from legal practices. How many cases have you won? According to him, he decided to bail the horde of those he described as source losers at the last election with a video of his vacation in one of his properties abroad, as he did a light workout and they fell terribly for it. Giving an account of how he bought the property, Keyamo said he had on March 6, 2019, written to the relevant government agencies, informing them of the closure of his foreign accounts and the repatriation of the funds to the country, being some savings he had made as a private legal practitioner and a property investor over the decades. He said some people seem to underrate him because he has chosen to live a simple life and avoid public display of wealth. Keyamo added that people like him do not need government funds to get by. He wrote, 2 days ago, I decided to bail the horde of sore losers at the last elections with a video of my vacation in one of my properties abroad. So I did a light workout. Expectedly, they fell so terribly for the belt. Being folks of low moral standards, they seem to view everyone from their own deprived universe, given same position of public trust and authority. I bet they would easily compromise. So they assume everyone will wallow in the same moral squalor like them. The question there is this: Festus Keyamo, Festus Akpamo, you have been the minister of works minister of state works and whatever and labor for the past 8 years now. Can you at least tell us how many jobs have you created for the youth or for the country or for the state? Nothing. The answer is nothing. Where is the allocation coming to your office? Where are they going into? If you can come out and tell us that this one is property you acquired, how many years have you been doing this practitioner, and how much is your salary? And how many cases have you won to earn you such? You said one of your property abroad. That means you have many of them abroad. Yet, you said that Nigeria is good and the APC government is doing well. For some of us who have built a huge reputation of honor, integrity, and accountability, and championed the fight against corruption, long before public office, probity, and openness remain our guiding principles. By letter dated March 6, 2009, long before I was appointed a minister, and immediately I was appointed a board member of NDIC, and in the line with our constitution, I wrote to the relevant government agencies informing them of the closure of my foreign accounts and the repatriation of my funds to the country, being some savings I have made as a private legal practitioner and a property investor over the decades, according to him. So I had a good laugh when I saw the trending issue regarding just one of my properties in the US. It is even very laughable to think that after active high-profile practice of law, culminating in my privilege as a member of the inner bar, together with being an international arbitrator and thoughtful investment in real estate spanning over 30 years, I cannot afford such a relatively modest property. Understandably, some people seem to underrate us because we live a simple life, modest life, and we are not given to ostentatious display of wealth and the vanities of life like some people do, according to Festus Akpamo. Some of us don't need government funds to or patronage to get by. Whatever we do and whatever we support is out of our deep convictions. And yes, we have worked our socks off in the last 30 years. Okay then, this one is coming from the office of Festus Akpamo. Lagos government to appeal court judgment banning MC Olomo's Park Committee. The Lagos State government has revealed plans to appeal the National Industrial Court of Nigeria judgment banning the Lagos State Park Administrators Ad Hoc Committee. Nigeria News records that the NICN sitting in Lagos had on Tuesday nullified the appointment of the committee headed by Muslim Akinsanya, popularly known as MC Oluomo. Justice Maureen Esowe, in judgment, he held that the suspension of the Road Transport Employees Association of Nigeria in the state was illegal and ordered the reinstatement of the RTN. Esowe also restrained the state government from the further meddling in the activities of the union's executives. However, the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has been said to have applied for the certified true copy of the court judgment with the intention to appeal. In a statement by the Director, Public Affairs, Minister of Justice in the state, Grace Alo, the Lagos government said the Park Management Committee was not a party to the returned suit. The government clarified that the State Park Administration Ad Hoc Committee was set up for the operations of commercial road transport workers' activities within garages and motor parks, and not a caretaker committee to run the affairs of the RTN in the state. Ali submitted that our attention has been drawn to reports on various media about a judgment delivered by the Honorable Justice Maureen Esowe in a respect of suit number NICN/LA/381/2022 between the Road Transport Employees Association of Nigeria and Executive Governor of Lagos State and the 36 others. The relief sought from the court by the claimant include a declaration that the purported dissolution of the elected executive committee of the claimant operating in Lagos State and appointment of a caretaker committee to run its affairs in Lagos State by the Lagos State government is unconstitutional, null and void, according to them. It is on record that what the Lagos State government set up is known as the Lagos State Park Administration Ad Hoc Committee on the operations of commercial road transport workers, activities within garages and motor parks, and not a caretaker committee to run the affairs of the Road Transport Employees Association of Nigeria in Lagos State. Several of the reports have mistakenly attributed to the judgment that the Lagos State Park Management Committee has been dissolved. The validity of the Lagos State Park Management Committee was not an issue before the court, and the committee was not a party to the suit. The dissolution of the committee is unrelated to the issues before the court. The Lagos State government has applied for the certified true copy of the judgment and intends to file an appeal in respect of same. All affected parties are enjoined to remain calm and be law-abiding. It will, however, be recalled that the Lagos State government has suspended the operation of the TN in September of 2022 and constituted a 35-man caretaker committee to take over the operation of the union. It was following the development they retained in a suit marked NICN LA 381/2022 had challenged the dissolution of its executive council by the Lagos State government. It was learned that the first three of the 27 defendants in the suit were Lagos State Governor, the State Attorney General, and the Governor's Special Advisor on Transportation, Solar Kiwa. So, my good people, as I don't hear them, now here we go take back our kaya, because this Sunday today, and I know the groove now, I don't want to stress you much. I just want you to take a little bit of your time to do what? To listen to this very news. And make sure as you are listening, you are sharing it with your family and friends, and those ones who believes in what I'm doing, and those ones who truly trust that what I'm doing is legit. So my people, please endeavor to listen to this news from beginning to the end. You have a lot to learn from it, and have a lot wisdom to grab from it. I will not like to waste much of your time, as I'm about to round up, I'm about to sign out. But before then, please, I want you to do what? To subscribe to my channel. Make sure you turn on the notification button. Be notified each time we go live or we post something new on this channel or any other channel related to Okute Daily Talk. Without not taking much of your time or my own time, have a nice day, my people, and may this Sunday bring us good luck, open doors, prosperity, and many more. so that at the end we have every cause to glorify the name of Chukwu Okeabia Manyepimi Henile. Bye for now, my people. Okay, Messiano. I am signing out.